Hey guys, it's James, and I'm on Windows 7, basic Windows 7, because I just wanted to talk about it really, and some of the problems that you might have when starting off with Windows 7. I got Windows 7 recently because I downloaded music, I downloaded free videos, and if you look on my Jamster channel, which will be in the description below, which I'm not very dedicated to, I just sort of put a few videos up there, which are pretty much terrible, but yeah. I have some proof for the tech game because I used to host Call of Duty 5 lobbies, which resulted in a virus called Win32, which, if you look up, can cause all sorts of shitty problems for your computer. But yeah, I'm really just going to be talking about some of the things that can help speed up your computer. So we're going to start off by desktop icons. As you can see, I don't have very much here, but if you look on certain tutorials and videos, you will see a bunch of them going across the screen. They'll be resized to very small to add more desktop icons. This can slow down your computer. Can also sort of slow down your entire system because there are so many items on your computer anyway. Little odd files are some of the things that I'm really concerned about the most. There is a bit here that I don't really use very much, so my Photoshop thing expired recently, so as you can see, I've done my thing and sort of got on with some stuff, but yeah, thing expired, so I don't use that very often. So I could bin that if I wanted to, but I don't want to at the moment. I can give you an example, I think. I'll just create a new folder and just stick it in the recycling bin. Which leads me to my next thing. Some people go into the recycling bin and just delete it. I don't think it fully deletes it. That's why I right click on it and click empty recycling bin. Just speeds up the process a little bit. Remember, if you empty the recycling bin, you will never see those files again. I think you can recover them, but I'm not sure how to do that. I'm sure there will be a way, but I cannot remember how to do it. Right, second of all, go to your start button and then head over to control panel and programs. If you go on programs and features, you'll see all of the installed things on your computer. As you can see, I don't have very much. Most of them are on Microsoft and Windows. There's not very much there that's just been downloaded off the internet. But yes, there is stuff there, not a lot of it. Some people, I used to have one that goes all the way down to the bottom here, with a tiny scroll bar, and I could never get rid of any of it. So really, if there's stuff you don't use, delete it. But if you don't know what it is, like I deleted Microsoft.NET Framework, and that slowed my computer down or something. I don't know what it did, but my computer started to break down after that. So don't delete stuff you don't know about, even if it is like a lot of memory filling up your computer. See, for example, I don't know what Roxio Creator Starter is. I'm guessing it's something to do with Photoshop, but I have no idea what it is, so I'm not going to delete it, even though it's got a memory of 1.63 gigabytes filling up my computer. You want to know how much memory is being used and how much memory you've got left. You just go to the start button and computer, and it should say here. So I've used quite a lot already, but I do try and keep it limited. Right, so that's that. Internet. Don't have a bunch of these running. Don't have a bunch of tabs going at the same time. I do it a lot. I have Facebook on one. I have the After Hours server website on. I have music tab on. I'll have something there, I don't know, or like checking up with my emails, etc., and I'll have a bunch of them running at the same time. It doesn't matter whether they're separate internets, like setting one up and then setting another up. I think that makes it worse, but it probably does the same sort of damage anyway as putting new tabs on. So don't do that. That slows your computer down a lot. Don't download free music. Just, it depends on whether you actually know the site. I mean, it's not right to download free music anyway, but I know a lot of people do it. In fact, I'm admitting I do it, but I don't do it often. In fact, I barely do it at all anymore, because that's what kind of clogged up my computer in the first place, so I don't really bother. If you are downloading music, however, I will give an example. MP3 Searchy, that's what I usually use. So let's just take a look. So if I wanted to download this, click download. It should just say MP3, had that little MP3 icon, the name, and it should have a bit of megabytes, not much, but if it has a lot, you're bound to be downloading more than one item, which is bound to be a virus. I did learn that after downloading one of them, which had about 6 items, which I did not realise. Yeah, last couple of things. Right click on your screen and click screen resolution, and you can set your screen resolution to different pixels, which can sort of, well, it reduces the screen resolution, which means that it'll make your computer run faster. Don't really need to do that, but you can do. Right click on the desktop and click personalize. Come up with this little tab here. You can select what you want to put on your background. I normally have Boxman on, if I'm honest. I love Boxman. I think he's awesome. So I normally have that on, but I'm using a normal one at the moment because it speeds up my computer. He is an ongoing theme. He will switch between pictures, along with some of the other ones that you get with your like your actual installed Windows 7. But if it really doesn't work, and you are getting a bit sort of you're still not finding any of this helpful, come to personalize and click Windows Classic, and it will reset it to the Windows Classic. It does not harm your computer. In fact, it makes it better. I showed you earlier on MP3 Searchy how fast it was. If you don't know, then go take a look again. MP3 Searchy, and then double click it. You see how fast that came up. I'll go to download, see how quickly this comes up. It's just as fast. It's improved performance. It's not to make your computer look crappy. It's not because you're used to it. It's because it makes your computer run faster. It's a high performance. There are certain things you can turn on and off, but it really depends on what you want. But yeah, those are probably all the steps I have to tell you at the moment. I don't really think there's anything else I can say. You probably hear Coronation Street going on in the background. I found that quite random. But yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. Please share this with your mates, etc. if they're having problems. And yeah. Thanks for watching. This has been a general tutorial.